What is up, YouTube? All right, so welcome to another episode of Max Shoots Film. I've shot this intro like 11 billion times. The name of the film is a tongue twister. I'm saying the wrong crap about it. Oh, I need more coffee. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. So on today's episode, we are going to shoot newly released in 35mm and 120 format Ilford Ortho 80 plus film. So, yep, it's Ilford, so it's another black and white film. They had already released this in 4x5 and 8x10 sheets for the large format photographers among us, so they've had access to this film for quite some time. Ilford decided, hey, most photographers, except the cool kids, are shooting 120 and 35mm. Let's chop this thing down and give them rolls they can slap in their cameras and go crazy with some ortho film. Now, when I received this film, 3 rolls of 120, 3 rolls of 35, I think it was like 2 months ago. It was before it was even available in the US, and I wasn't even aware that it wasn't available in the US. And I was like, hey, check out this cool film I got. People were like, how'd you get it? I don't know. I'm just dumb luck, I'll tell you. But anyway, I was like, okay, I'm a portrait guy. I'm gonna shoot this in my Mamiya 645 Pro, and I'm gonna shoot some portraits. So one thing to look out for when shooting subjects with orthochromatic film, orthochromatic just means that it's not sensitive to red. So they can use it in dark rooms. That's why they have the red light in the dark room. You have orthochromatic film. It won't get exposed by that light. Anyway, how does that translate over to photographing people or even landscapes? One thing you need to be careful of is look for red in your scene. Red lipstick, red buildings, blemishes that are red in color. Those are going to appear darker on orthochromatic film. So be aware of that. If your model or subject has red lipstick on, it's going to look black. If she has freckles, they're going to show up. But it's a really cool film, and it's 80 ISO film, 80 ISO in daylight. I think they recommend to set it to 40 ISO in tungsten light. So even slower speed film in tungsten light. And so yeah, I got the film. I grabbed my friend Katie and her husband Max and their amazing daughter Nora. And we headed to downtown Alpharetta. And I think Katie and I shot 2 rolls of Ilford Ortho 80. It was less than 15 minutes. And I was hand metering everything with my Sekonic L-308 X-U, link down below to the meter. You know, I really wanted to nail exposure with this. It's a new film to me. I don't know how it's going to behave. I know my Mamiya 645 meter is not the best in the world. I mean, it does great though when I ask it to be the only meter on the set, but I prefer to have some type of external meter with this, especially with a newer film stock. So I used this guy, hand metered every shot, worked out great. So what do the photos look like? Well, we'll have to take a look at the shoot. We'll go do that now. Let's head to Alpharetta, come back here, talk about final thoughts. Let's talk about next episodes. A few things are coming up. Let's knock it out. See you soon.
Just a rezap.
Okay, so what did you think? I think the shots look pretty great. Of course, there's some things that I need to learn. For some reason, it's like I overexpose all the time with this handheld meter. More than likely, there's multiple reasons, more than likely, it's me doing incident metering underneath the chin, so it's darker, so the highlights behind them are being more blown out, but it is film, so I can recover data, parts of the image in the highlights just by pulling the highlight slider back in post, so yay for film. What are my thoughts? First of all, I love how low grain the images are. I really love how it made Katie's eyes look even more blue than they normally are, the way it blocks out that red color spectrum, and then just whatever it does to blues, it really accentuates them. And Katie crushed it. She always does. She's so funny. Like, she's super quiet, walks around, I'm like, all right, let's go here. And she just bam, 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 pose, 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 done. So it makes it really easy. She's an awesome human being, and I really appreciate her always helping me out with his videos. I know it has to be awkward. I think this is a great film. I developed this in DDX per Ilford's instructions. I did it one shot. It was 1 part Ilford DDX, 4 parts water, and just mixed it up, 75 degrees, I think. Knocked it out, developed fast, scans super easy, it dries really flat. I'm really happy with this film. I live in the Southeast now, and if I lived back out west, I could see myself shooting this all the time, because out in the desert, where I used to live in Arizona, it's sunny AF, as you would imagine. And a lower speed film like this, with good contrast on it, I would greatly appreciate it, because slower speed film means I can shoot more wide open. And you know I like to shoot wide open because hashtag bokeh bro. And yeah, overall I'm very pleased with the film. I think it's at a good price point, 10 to 11 bucks per roll. I mean, it is a boutique film. It's a little different than your normal stuff. It's fun to shoot and play around with. So can't go wrong there. Definitely suggest picking up a couple rolls and just try it out. I'd like to try it out on some landscapes and some street photography. That's what I'll shoot the 35 for. I'll do some street with that and see how it turns out. All right, so next videos. Next video is going to be a quick one where I talk about my gear that I'm going to use in 2020. I've really pared down my gear to just a few pieces now, and that seems crazy because I just had so many cameras mid-year, and I really whittled that collection down. One of the highlight purchases has been this guy. Yeah, I bought a Leica. So after my 2020 camera bag video, we'll be talking about this Leica. I shot some street with it. And then also I shot a video where I ordered a 7 Artisans f1.1 50 millimeter Leica thread mount lens. I think, no, it's an M-mount lens. And I bought that, and I actually did a portrait session with that. I have the scans are off now. I didn't develop those because I was traveling, so I haven't got the scans back. I'm excited to see, did I even nail focus at all at f1.1? Who knows? Anyway, also, so this is a Leica M4P. It does not have a camera meter, so I've been using the Voigtlander VC Meter 2, which just fits right in the hot shoe, and you dial in, you know, what your ISO is here, and then it'll tell you what to do. It hangs pretty well with this guy right here. When I use this guy on reflective metering and this guy, they're pretty close. I'll do a comparison video of that. It's really interesting. If you have a camera that does not have a meter, you have a couple options. You can mount this guy in the hot shoe, or you can walk around with this, constantly holding it up. I really enjoy the form factor and speed of this guy for street shooting with my Leica, and I even use it for the portrait session. So we'll get to that video soon. Lots of stuff coming out, guys. Also, definitely check out my podcast. Yep, I have a podcast, Grainy Days. You can go to Apple Podcast and subscribe there. I think it's a fun podcast. It's myself, Dustin Cogsdale, and Edward Conde. Edward's out on the West Coast, and Dustin's in Atlanta, and we call in every week, and we just shoot the crap. It's pretty hilarious. All right. Also, please check out my Instagram, Mac Shoots Film. Lots of stuff for you guys. Okay, I don't want to ramble anymore. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. That definitely helps the algorithm. I hate using the word algorithm, but that's the world we live in, right? Also, if you're into this content, give me a subscribe down below. Click that little bell. That'll let you know anytime that I upload a new video. All right, guys. I hope Christmas or the holidays treated you well. I hope that 2020 brings in a ton of health and happiness. And let's just shoot some film and be cool, guys. Let's make 2020 the year that we're just all really cool to one another. All right, guys. I'm out of here. See ya.